Imagine this. Your team already lost 2 matches to SCOA. The first is against an NAE roster that had 2 of its players slash and had to play with a substitute and hunter turned survivor player. The other, a strong but inconsistent Japanese powerhouse that didn't even give you room to breathe. Then, in your third match, a match that would determine the fate of your team this tournament, you would face one of China's fiercest teams, backed by a player that was at some point well considered to be the greatest hunter of all time, and a harasser who, despite only coming back from a hand injury, had just crushed the same hunter that your team can barely scrape. The first round comes, and your hunter proceeds to gamble on an opera singer pick that backfired and turned into a 4 escape. Meanwhile, your survivors also get 4K'd, giving ZQ a 10-0 lead. Now you sub in, tournament life on the line, and Korea's last hope of making it to the playoffs. Granny saw himself in this position, and in a last-ditch effort, he banked it all on a character that's long been neglected in pro play. As one of the team's 3 hunters, Granny had taken the mantle of being the primary round 2 option for the team, although during the SCOA group stages, it came with little success. Yet, Granny was actually a key part of Pararan making it to the global stage, highlighted by an Axeboy 4K against Korean favorites PQQ. So when Darkwoods was selected from their map pick, the Korean team was cooking something up. After ZQ selected Mercenary and Lucky Guy, Granny went for a Mechanics ban, clearly wanting to avoid a Cypher Rush scenario. ZQ would select Aeroplanist, and a Meteorologist ban saw the Chinese team choose Fire Investigator. From the team composition alone, there were some key flaws, and with tournament life on the line, Granny decided that now is the time to bring out the one character that got him
본인을
here.
믿는 울보? 와 나왔어요.
All of a sudden, ZQ's insistence to run multiple transition kiters becomes a liability as it allows Axeboy's Flames to follow ZQ around and potentially give PRR some huge snipes as well. The game starts and Granny goes for the Lucky Guy to avoid him from being a decoding menace in the game, and Stian, with that mistake, not only does Granny get a free hit, but a flame now follows the Lucky Guy, and a clean snipe takes Stian out before the game even really starts, and near U1 Cypher too. Now frankly, the early game was lucky, but now it's up to him to convert this position. Lin gets a free rescue and Granny uses Blink to ensure Stian doesn't rebound kite. But this is totally fine for ZQ, as the goal of the rescue was to simply have Stian rotate away from the ciphers. This is amplified by Granny cheering at the campfire far away from the ciphers, and Sans was hoping to buy more time for the team. Sans has been absolutely crushing this competition, highlighted by a recent clip as coordinator wherein she managed to stop the teleport to secure a tie. Granny gets a fireball, but a perfect flywheel from Sans negates the damage. This feels like a safe rescue for ZQ, until... Now, Granny is at an unprecedented lead, and would likely win this match with a lack of ciphers from ZQ's end. But if ZQ does get this rescue, the Aeroplanist still has a chance to rebound kite. Fire Investigator goes for the rescue, and a missed fireball gives Sans a bit more time to rebound kite. Sans looks like he's about to get down, but a perfectly timed jetpack stalls more time before he is officially taken out. Still, Granny is so ahead that in the worst case scenario, this is still a 3 kill for him. Lin, following a Cypher pop, gets caught going for the rescue, but still manages to get the rescue and a body block for Sans to kite a bit longer. Blink, however, is still available, and with Sans out, not only do they still need a whole Cypher, but both survivors are now injured as well. He now chases Yuan, and he goes down immediately, and by dropping him at middle, PRR has a chance to 4K this game. Lin manages to get a syringe in addition to the Lucky Guy's old football, and it takes incredibly long for Granny to find Lin. only for him to immediately get pallet stunned and healed in the face right after. Lin uses his football to rotate away, and now Yuan is taking the chase once more, following a teleport from Granny. Yuan dodges the fireball, but the hit register from Granny has the fire investigator going down. Unfortunately, all the time wasted finding Mercenary has now put the fire investigator near bleeding. Granny is forced to chair Yuan, and since Lin breaks a tree, his position is exposed to the hunter. Granny assumes he's in the building, but Lin is not there. By the time he finds Lin, around 30 seconds remain on Yuan's cipher, and a perfect elbow pad by Lin dodges the fireball. The first hit registers, but time is ticking down. Lin uses his last elbow pad, and as Fire Investigator heads back to the manor, Granny needs to not only get the fireball, but to get the hit on Lin as well. Unfortunately, he uses the fireball to get nearer to the dungeon, and Lin manages to clutch a single escape. Despite all the luck PRR got, in the end, it wasn't enough. Unfortunately, this also sealed the end of PRR's time in Koa, as their survivors would suffer the fate of Dreamwitch Dongshi and take a 4K. While the team still has one more match against ACT, PRR is confirmed to be eliminated, and Korea fails another chance to make it to the playoffs once more. Yet despite all this, PRR still inched close to taking it to round 3 against one of China's storied teams. And while PRR's match is quite lucky, it did give some hope to the Korean fans and commentators that watched the game.